game between Team Philippines and your Alaska Goldpanners. Tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm. At this time, let's meet the starting lineup for Team Philippines. Batting first, number 19, second baseman Nomar Vasquez. Batting second, number 22, left fielder Tyler Tremonto. Batting third, number 1, shortstop JJ Sutu. Batting fourth, number 70, first baseman Hudson Story. Batting fifth, number 7, third baseman Malachi Lopez. Batting sixth, number 98, catcher Ethan Granillo. Batting seventh, number 20, right fielder Stefan Leo. Batting eighth, number 14, designated hitter Owen Stevenson. Batting ninth, number 50, center fielder Noah Rodriguez. And starting on the mound for Team Philippines, number 26, David Eggert. Team Philippines are coached by Will Pickett, Jackson Briscoe, and Nick Alfonso. Now let's meet the starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Batting first, number 9, second baseman Cole Clark. Batting second, number 15, shortstop Lucas Shermer. Batting third, number 33, catcher Efron Ortega. Batting fourth, number 22, first baseman Matthew Pundall. Batting fifth, number 16, third baseman Vince Benberlo. Batting sixth, number 3, left fielder Garrett Davidson. Batting seventh, number 12, center fielder David Shackelford. Batting eighth, number 35, designated hitter Jamie Mullen. Batting ninth, number 6, right fielder Izzy Diaz. Starting on the mound for your Panners, number 45, Addison Walker. Your coaches are Vince Payne, Dave Dawson, Matthew Gonzalez, and Andrew Truckman. And your Alaska Goldpanners are led by the manager, Carlos Gonzalez. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in honor of playing the national anthem of the Philippines and the national anthem. At this time, we can draw your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Throwing out the first pitch tonight is Keene Richard. Keene Richard was born in Fairbanks, Alaska. He is 9 years old and has a love of all sports, especially hockey. Keene is playing his first season of baseball with the 10U Marlins team from the Interior Baseball League. Please welcome Keene Richard.
Look how young Keith Richards looks.
Tonight's officials behind home plate is leading the brawl. At first base is
That's crazy.
And at third base,
And really cool.
Tonight's game is brought to you by State Farm.
A youngster named Keith Richards throwing out the opening pitch.
With auto, whole life, and business insurance.
And with that, I welcome you to Fairbanks, Alaska. Garo Von Dane here live at Growden Memorial Park here on a gorgeous evening here. Comfortable, breezy, sunny skies after about 24 hours of straight rain here in the golden heart of Alaska. It quelled some of the fires and wildfire smoke, thank goodness. Last week was brutal up here. But much nicer now. Everyone can breathe a lot easier. Garo Von Dane here at Growden as the Goldpanners begin a new series taking on the visiting Team Philippines from California. That's may sound confusing off the tongue, but they are a collection of California players of Filipino descent. And they have been up here before, including last summer. And so Team Philippines here for a 6-game set starting tonight, and Addison Walker gets the call for the Goldpanners. Addison Walker, the 6'5" right-hander from Mission Viejo, California. And he will face off against, for Team Philippines, David Egged, a 5'8" right-handed senior from Michigan, Dearborn. David Egged. Team Philippines are coached by Will Picketts. He's assisted by Jackson Briscoe and Nick Alfonso. Goldpanners coached by second-year field manager, third-year coach Carlos Gonzalez out of Cyprus. Pitching coach is Vince Payne, assistant coach Dave Dawson. And also assisting on the Goldpanners staff, bullpen coach Matthew Gonzalez and first base coach Andrew Tropman. Goldpanners and Team Philippines set to go here from Growden in the first pitch at 38 minutes past 6 local time is in for a strike from Addison Walker, making his 8th appearance. He's allowed 8 runs over 27 1/3. It's an ERA of 2.63. Good summer for Addison. The one number he would like to cut back on is walks, though. 22 strikeouts, 23 walks, and 16 hits. Here's the 1-1. Gets a swing and a miss. Addison was at Incarnate Word last season. Goldpanners have a new addition to the roster today, and it's a happy day for us welcoming back our old friend Matthew Pinal. Matthew Pinal in the lineup for the Goldpanners. A two-way player, and a good one at that. Junior from Hope International. He's a 6'2" right-handed pitcher with a big bat. Here's the 3-2 from Walker to Vasquez, and he misses outside, so he starts with a walk to Nomar Vasquez. And the leadoff runner aboard here to open up the ball game.
Number 22, left fielder.
That will bring up Tyler Promonto. He'll be followed by J.J. Fagfumsintu. Hudson Story will bat cleanup. Malachi Lopez in the 5 spot. Ethan Granillo will bat 6th. Stephen Leo in the 7 spot. Owen Stevenson, the designated hitter, will bat 8th. And Noah Rodriguez is in the 9th spot for Team Philippines here. First of 6 games between these two. Just 2 series remaining here in the regular season. Team Philippines and the California Halos will be the final series, so don't miss any of the action. We're running out of innings here in Fairbanks. I say it all the time, the month of July just flies by after we come back from Grand Forks. It's the only bummer about these seasons. They're so short. But that won't be the end of it. We'll be off to Wichita, Kansas for the NBC World Series. First time back there in a few years. Interested to see how the tournament looks nowadays. They are pretty active on social media. You can find the NBC World Series on all the usual spots and get familiar with what's going on down there. And pretty soon they'll be naming the teams and brackets. Here's the 1-2 from Walker. He gets a swing and a foul tip off of the mask of catcher Efren Ortega. The defense for the Goldpanners looks like this. Ortega catching, Matthew Pinal at first base. Cole Clark, the second baseman. Lucas Shermer is at short. Vinny Venverlo at third. Garrett Davidson in left. David Shackelford is in center field, and Izzy Diaz patrolling right. Sunny skies here in Fairbanks. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and it's skipped in the turf, and it bounces away from Ortega, and that allows Vasquez to go to second base. He's into scoring position on the wild pitch. A walk and a wild pitch, and Team Philippines in business here in the first against Addison Walker. Tyler Pramanto, the right-handed hitter, 6'5", 210 freshman from Mount Sac, where former Goldpanner head coach Chris Jones coached before moving on to St. John's University. Here's the 2-2, and he's called out on strikes. One down. Here in the top of the first brings up J.J. Fogfum Sintu. Raleigh Johnson on public address. Chris Carlson and Bam Bam on cameras and controls. Our friend Kari's on the scoreboard tonight. Tell us who you are on the YouTube chat. My appreciation for General Manager John Lorkey for stepping in at short notice a couple of nights ago when I was stuck in Anchorage. And a balk has been called, and that will move Vasquez over to third. I actually was still hoping to make it in time for the end of the game, but as I was flying overhead, I could see that the park was empty, so no dice there. But I understand John did a great job, as he always does on the times that he fills in for me. And you all get a different perspective from the Goldpanner GM. Here's the one-strike pitch with a runner at third and one out. Fogfum Sintu, the batter. Freshman from Pierce in Los Angeles, not the one in Washington. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Vasquez at third here in the top of the first, and Fogfum Sintu is the batter with a 2-ball, 1-strike count against Addison Walker. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And it's lined into center field, a base hit. And that will bring in the first run of the game, and Team Philippines has the early lead. That happened a lot in the series against the All-Star. All-Stars scored first-inning runs in almost every one of the games of that series. Somebody's fired up in the other. Not a big crowd right now, but got some vocal people in the stands. Not sure where all the people are tonight. Thought it would be a lot more full here tonight after the smoke goes away and sun comes out after all the rain yesterday. Ball and no strikes here to Hudson Story. Left-handed hitter Hudson Story 6'2", 215-pound sophomore from LA Mission. There are some big boys on this team as I go across the roster. A bunch of guys well over 200 pounds, including Hudson Story. A left-handed hitter in the cleanup spot against Walker. One run is in, and a strike is called. Owen Dunn, who pitched a couple of nights ago, is now done in more ways than one. Owen Dunn has finished for the summer with the Goldpanners. And head coach Carlos Gonzalez has been recruiting all summer long after recruiting all year long. But that's the state of summer ball. It's not just here, believe me. Hudson Story, the batter. And a runner takes off on a pitch down low, a delayed steal, and the throw was way high, so getting in easily is Fog from Sintu. And he's into scoring position now as Team Philippines has a 1-0 lead. And still just one out here in a long top of the first inning for Addison Walker. Panner's pitching should be in pretty good shape right now after a day off yesterday. And a strikeout of Hudson Story. And that brings up Malachi Lopez with 2 down. We're a little bit short-handed here at the ballpark today. And unfortunately, Miss Do-It-All Stacy is out today with illness, so wishing her the best and a speedy recovery. Get well soon, Stace. Need you back here. A lot of people just know Stacy, you know, from greeting everyone when they come into the ballpark and shining things up with her flowers, and of course, that smile. But Stacy does far more than she would let us give her credit for on the broadcast, so I'll leave it at that. Ball and a strike here from Walker. Facing Lopez with a runner at second. 1 run is in. There are 2 down. And that one's a breaking ball that lands in the turf. 2 balls and a strike. Ethan Granillo is on deck should Malachi Lopez extend this inning. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden Memorial Park. Felt so good to have that rain all day yesterday. Haven't felt raindrops in a while. And just to get some of that smoke out of here is wonderful. Here's a slow roller to third. Play is to first. And that's it for Team Philippines in the top of the first, but they pick up a run on 1 base hit. They leave a man on. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Goldpanners coming to bat trailing by 1.
Cole Clark.
Goldpanners come to bat here, bottom of inning number 1. Garrow Von Dane with you live here in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. Good to be back after no games in the last couple days. I was all out of sorts without having a ball game at night. I missed that game 2 nights ago, stuck in Anchorage, and then no game last night. It's a really odd feeling when we get to about 5 p.m. and there's no game to head to the field for. It's a strange thing when you get into this routine. Goldpanners start with Cole Clark, Lucas Shermer, and Efren Ortega. 1-0 Team Philippines, getting a run on the top of the first. Leadoff walk, wild pitch, and a balk put Vasquez to third. Came in to score on a 1-out single by Fagfum Sintu. Cole Clark, freshman from UC Irvine, will lead things off, followed by Lucas Shermer, the shortstop, and Efren Ortega. Matthew Pinal, the newest Goldpanner, is in the cleanup spot. He's wearing number 22. Vinny Vincent Venverlo batting 5th. Garrett Davidson in the 6th spot, and it's ball 4 to Cole Clark. Panners start the way Team Philippines did in the first inning. After Davidson in the 6th spot, it's David Shackelford batting 7th. Jamie Mullen is the designated hitter tonight, batting 8th, and Izzy Diaz is in the 9th spot. Made that drive to Anchorage a few nights ago after the Monday, wait, was it Monday? Yeah, the Monday broadcast. Wasn't too bad, still had to stop for the fires though. Added about another hour and a half to an already long trip. But yeah, pretty wild. At that point, could still see flames burning along the side of the road and all the fires and smoke. Pretty incredible when you're driving right through it. But hopefully that's much better after the rain the last couple days. Certainly better around here. Shermer with a ball and a strike here against David Egged. The right-hander, David Egged, from Michigan, Dearborn. And it's a pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike here. Luke Shermer trying to deliver for the Goldpanners here. From Hermosa Beach, California, 6'3", $190 on the scale. Shermer batting with Ortega on deck and a runner at first base. Here's the 2-1 delivery from Egged. And it's swung on and chopped foul. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. And remember to follow the Goldpanners on all the social media sites. Twitter, Goldpanner Twitter page is up and running now. Facebook and Instagram, a ton of stuff. I always post the game links on my page, at Voice of G-Man, and some other stuff, including in the paper today. How about that? I made the paper, Mom. Fairbanks Daily News Miner doing a story on the 24 innings of baseball down in Grand Forks. I posted a link to that on my Twitter. And here's a little roller off the fist, but this one's trouble. Charging as the shortstop, Fagfum Sintu, but he gets that ball there in time to take care of Shermer. Over to second goes Clark on the play. That brings up Efren Ortega. Let's go around the defense for Team Philippines. Ethan Granillo is catching Hudson Story at first base. Nomar Vasquez at second. Fagfum Sintu at short. JJ is his first name. Malachi Lopez at third. Tyler Pramanto is out in left. Noah Rodriguez in center. And the right fielder is Stefan Leo. Strike called on Efren Ortega. Was a freshman at Long Beach State last year. The right-hander keeps looking at the runner at second, now comes home and misses down low. Yeah, making that drive to Anchorage, I got in at 4:30 in the morning. It's a long drive, and it feels longer because, well, it was longer because of the fire stops, but the difference is it gets dark near Anchorage. It's still not really getting dark here, but down there it gets dark at night. Ground ball to second, throw to first takes care of Ortega 4-3. Over to third goes Clark, but now 2 down for Matthew Pinal. And when you're, well, although it was starting to get light again around 4 a.m., but that between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. when it starts to get dark and you're tired on the road, oof. I filled an entire 16-ounce cup with sunflower seed shells to stay awake. I stopped for coffee so many times on that drive, and there was none. They were places were either closed, or I went in and they, you hit the tap and there's nothing in there. I said, well, you want us to make you some? I'm like, no, I got to keep going. There's no coffee anywhere. Here's a line shot into left, and that's a base hit for Pinal in his first Goldpanner at bat. And Matthew Pinal drives in Clark.
Now batting number 16, third baseman.
And picks up right where he left off a couple years ago. RBI single for Pinal. Great catching up with Matthew today over at Panner Manor. Almost didn't recognize him without the long hair he used to have. And he said, I cut that off a couple days after I left Fairbanks 2 years ago. So Pinal at first base, Venverlo, the batter, and the game is tied at 1 here in the first. Throw to first, Matthew is back safely.
That's not how it works. That's not how
Matthew Gonzalez coaching in the first base box. Dave Dawson is over at third. Another throw to first. And Egged climbs back on top of the hill. Vinny Vincent Venverlo takes a strike. There's number 16. The Goldpanners wearing those new blue tops. The pinstripes from the Midnight Sun game. Misses outside. David Egged now throwing a lot of pitches here in the first after a busy top of the first for Addison Walker. Another throw over to first. Panner's getting a lot of media coverage this year. That article today, and then a couple of weeks ago, the New York Times article on the Midnight Sun game and the Goldpanners, and of course the ESPN Sports Center feature. This was a high drive to center field, going back and back, and it's over the head of Rodriguez, and it goes all the way to the wall, so Pinal scores easily running on contact, and all the way over to third goes Vinny Vincent Venverlo with a 3-bagger. It's 2-1 Goldpanners. Rodriguez just didn't get a great jump on it, and then I think misjudged it a little bit. And reached out with the glove and tumbled as the baseball sailed over him. A hard-hit ball drives in another Goldpanner run. And Venverlo stands at third for Garrett Davidson. Ground ball foul. Garrett Davidson, freshman, UC San Diego out of Tustin, California. That one's popped high. Foul territory, long run, not able to reach it as Primanto. Goldpanners now in front 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the 0-2 from Egged. Deals one inside on the left-handed hitting Davidson. Davidson hanging in with 2 balls and 2 strikes as Egged tries to put an end to this bottom of the first inning, but still has to worry about a runner over at third. With Davidson at the plate and Shackelford due up in the 7 spot. And now it's 3-2 as Egged missing the zone on consecutive pitches to Davidson in this lefty-righty matchup with 2 down. Payoff pitch from Egged. Swung on, hit sharply to first, and it's under the glove of Story into right field. It brings in a third Goldpanner run, and all the way over to second goes Davidson. Sharply hit double for Garrett Davidson.
Coming to the plate, number 12, center fielder.
That Story just couldn't get glove on as he blasts it right through him. And time is called, and a visit to the mound coming up here for Team Philippines. The Goldpanners give up a run in the top of the first, but man, have they responded here in the bottom of the first inning. And the offense lately for the Goldpanners, don't look now, but starting to get back on track these last few games. Those last couple of games against the Pro Ambition All-Stars, Panners putting up some runs, including the big 14 spot in that 7-inning game a couple of nights ago here at Growden. But now getting 3 so far here in the first inning. And all those runs coming in after 2 outs were recorded. And still in business here with a runner at second base. And David Shackelford coming to the plate, the junior out of Hope International. 3-1 Goldpanners. Bottom of the first inning as Shackelford, number 12, will dig in against David Egged. How did we get to July 10th already? Crazy. Already halfway to 2026. Yeesh. Shackelford swings and hits this one left side. The shortstop Fogfum Sintu throws across in time as the first inning finally comes to a close, but not before the Goldpanners strike for 3 runs. On 3 base hits, they leave a man on and lead it 3-1. After 1, we're headed to the second here at Growden.
Top of the second, number 98, catcher Ethan Granillo.
Garrow Von Dane welcoming you back to beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska, here 153 miles south of the Arctic Circle. Great to have the smoke out of here, at least for now. And the sun out after a long rainy day yesterday. Panners getting a day away from the field and now rejuvenated for the stretch run here at home. Don't miss any of the action here, Panner fans. This series and then one more before we head to Wichita, Kansas, underneath the blazing sun and high humidity at the home of the Wichita State Shockers. Addison Walker on the hill for his second inning of work here for Fairbanks. Gave up a run in the top of the first inning, but the Goldpanners answered back with 3 of their own. Hey, and special hellos going out to my good friend Rick McLean down in California, working on his camper and listening to Goldpanners baseball. Rick, we miss you, buddy. Hope to see you soon. You got to drive that thing up here.
Coming to the plate, number 20, right fielder Stefan Leo.
A leadoff walk to Granillo means the team Philippines has the leadoff runner aboard for the second consecutive inning, both innings by way of the base on balls. So Granillo is at first with nobody out for Stefan Leo. And Leo takes a strike. Still the first time through the order here for Addison Walker, top of the second inning. And Stefan Leo, the senior from Holy Family. There's Team Philippines players, all California players with Filipino descent. And the throw to first gets him on the pick. Granillo picked off at first, Ortega to Pinal. And that erases the base runner for the first out of the inning. And now Leo batting with nobody on. And here's the 1-1 from Walker, and it's fouled back to the netting. Some of the schools on this roster for Team Philippines, mentioned a few of them already. There's also a Kentucky Wesleyan player where Alex Garcia played his last 2 seasons. We have a Fordham player on the roster as Leo strikes out looking. 3 Ks for Addison Walker so far through 1 and 2/3.
Designated hitter Owen Stevenson.
Mount Sac, San Mateo. George Fox. Cal State Los Angeles, Fullerton College, Chico State player, Hunter Boylan. LA Valley, LA Pierce, UCLA, Riverside, and even as far away as North Alabama. Walker working now to Owen Stevenson, the designated hitter. He's the Kentucky Wesleyan player I mentioned, 5'9", 160. And the 0-2 pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-2, nobody on. 2 outs. There is a right-hander throwing in the bullpen for Team Philippines. They're wearing gray pants, red tops with white sleeves, and white caps with a blue brim. This one's lifted into shallow right. Coming on quickly to make a short hop is Diaz. No chance to make a catch, so we'll hold Stevenson to a single. Good job by Diaz not to try and dive for that one with 2 outs. And here's Noah Rodriguez in the 9th spot. Rodriguez from Fullerton Junior College, 5'10" sophomore with bright gold shoes. Rodriguez The runner at first and 2 down. Pitches up high from Walker. Settle in, folks. Grab some chicken wings and your favorite beverage. This game gonna be another long one, I think. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez against Walker. Goldpanners in the first inning sent 7 batters to the plate. So they will lead off with the DH Jamie Mullen, followed by Izzy Diaz, and then Cole Clark when we get to the bottom of inning number 2. Burnley, did you do anything on the off day besides sleep?
Stack some wood.
You stacked some wood. All right. That's why you look so ripped today, man. Here's the 2-1. Or is you been juicing? Yeah. All right, cool. HGH.
Straight apple juice.
Apple juice and stacking wood.
Directly into the vein.
We don't promote that here on the broadcast, Burnley. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it's down low for ball 4. You've taken it a step too far, Bam Bam.
Back to the top of the lineup. Second baseman.
2 on here, so Team Philippines still working in the second inning. They've had 3 reach safely in the inning, but don't have anything to show for it as of yet. Leadoff walk, then he was picked off. Strikeout to Leo, but then single and walk. Second walk of the inning, third of the game for Addison Walker. Top of the order for Nomar Vasquez. Vasquez walked and scored in the first inning to give Team Philippines a 1-0 lead at the time, but the Panners picked up 3 in the bottom of the first. That's where we sit now, 3-1. And Walker's pitch count continues to climb here in the second inning. The 1-1 is down and away for ball 2. I get to go make that drive again tomorrow, flying back down to Anchorage at 7 a.m. Getting in the car, scooping up the Angus and driving back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. I hope it's a little quicker tomorrow, and Angus is going to hope for the same, I'm sure. Great little road dog, but it's been a lot of long trips, including that 24-hour trip last week. Here's the 2-2. And it's down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. There are 2 on with 2 outs. And Vasquez awaits the payoff pitch from Addison Walker. It's on the way. It's the swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Walker. That's his 4th. A hit and 2 walks, but no runs. 2 left on. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1 Goldpanners.
Pitching for Team Philippines, number 77, Brandon Hoffman. Leading off the bottom of the second, number 35, designated hitter, Jamie Mullen.
Goldpanners here in the bottom of the second inning. Jamie Mullen, the DH, leading off, followed by Izzy Diaz in the 9th spot, and then the top of the order, Cole Clark. And Jamie Mullen fouls the first pitch back and out of play. Big freshman, 6'4", 230, headed to Sacramento State, that is, from Concord, California. Takes a strike from the new pitcher, incidentally. It's number 77, Brandon Hoffman. Brandon Hoffman, the 6'6", 235-pound freshman from LA Valley, here for Team Philippines. Facing Jamie Mullen, one of the numerous new Goldpanners. And they pitch from Hoffman. Gets a swing and a miss. He strikes out Mullen for the first out. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Goldpanners leading 3-1. Brings up Izzy Diaz in the 9th spot. Checking the YouTube chat. Appreciate you all checking in. The Pinal family welcoming Matt back. Brody Bear watching from California. Friends with Addison Walker. Goldpanners starting pitcher tonight. PJ chiming in from Michigan. Thanks for the kind words, Cole Puppet. And back in Hollywood. Go have one at the Rainbow for me, will you? The affluent forager cheering on the Panners. Here's the one-strike pitch to Diaz. That's outside for a ball from Hoffman. And David Noah, thank you much. And Andrew Angelo watching his son David umpire. And that one is fisted to left. Primanto, a couple steps to his left to make the catch.
Back to the top of the lineup.
2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. We go to the top of the order for the Coltrane Clark. Walked and scored in the first inning, sparking that 3-run rally with a base on balls. He was at first. Went to second on a ground out, went to third on a ground out, so there were 2 down, but then 3 consecutive hits for the Goldpanners. Put 3 runs on the board, all with 2 outs. Hoffman. First inning of work. Ball and a strike here on Clark after retiring the first 2 batters of the inning. David Egged 1 inning in the start, gives up 3 runs on 3 hits. Walked 1, struck out none. And now makes way for Brandon Hoffman. And the tall right-hander misses up and away. It's 2-2. Not much wind right now. A late swing, and he fouls it off. Got some games going on in the nearby fields. I was out for a run today on some of those fields, and there were still some big puddles around the bases, but looks like they got those things ready. And now the kids can play ball without the heavy, lingering smoke. Man, feels great to breathe again. This one is lifted high into right off the bat of Clark. Towards the line, reaching up and making the catch is Leo. And the Panners go quietly here in the second. 1, 2, 3. Good work for Brandon Hoffman. We've played 2 complete here at Growden. It's Goldpanners 3, Team Philippines 1. Goldpanners and Team Philippines, first of 6 ball games between these two. Addison Walker out for his 3rd inning of work. And the Goldpanners leading 3-1 so far, but a lot of game left as we start inning number 3. And Todd Clark on Twitter asked me if I could post the Team Philippines roster, so I just did that. You can find that on Twitter at VoiceOfGman. If you're curious to see the players and schools. Panthers leading 3-1 here. It's Addison Walker. Has faced 5 batters in each of the first 2 innings and now works here to Tyler Primanto, J.J. Fagfum-Sinto, and Hudson Story. 2, 3, and 4 spots due up here in the 3rd inning. Foul ball. Here's the right-hander's pitch. And it's hit high into center field, drifting back a little farther is Shackelford, and he's underneath it to make the catch. For out number 1 brings up Fagfum-Sinto. So this time, Walker takes care of the leadoff spot. And now the battery mates have something to discuss. Efren Ortega and Addison Walker. Didn't get to see much on that drive to Anchorage the other day with the smoke. And then when we got further south, it was really cloudy and overcast. Not one single moose. Last time there was, I counted 11. But 0 this last time. Right-hander misses outside. Yeah, you don't want to see them on the road because they are deadly if you hit them. I mean, 1,500 pounds. They just fall right through your windshield, destroy your car, and maybe you. But I've explained this before. For those of you not familiar with moose, they don't dodge and change directions like deer do. They just go in a straight line. Strike 3 called. Fagfum-Sinto goes down looking, and Addison Walker piling up the strikeouts here. He's got 5 so far, 2 2/3. Here's Hudson Story, struck out looking in the 1st inning. Walker entering the game at 22 strikeouts over 27 1/3. Late swing and a miss from Hudson Story. Malachi Lopez would bat should Story reach. And he misses down low. It's 1-1. Goldpanners and Team Philippines. It's State Farm night here at the ballpark. The good folks at State Farm down below handing out goodies and candy and stuff like that. But no sign of Jake. Sharply hit ball to first. Snag by Matthew Pinal, who steps on the bag. 3 unassisted. Walker puts him down in order here in the 3rd. Going to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 3-1 Goldpanners. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision on a sunny night here. Sunny, non-smoky night for a change. The Panners with a 3-1 lead as we start the bottom of the third. Lucas Shermer, Efren Ortega, and the new guy, Matthew Pinal, here in inning number 3. And I'm joined now by none other than fan favorite, local hero, North Pole native, and fourth-year Goldpanner, Alex Garcia. It's quite a resume, Alex, as it comes out of my mouth.
It is. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure coming up here.
Second visit of the summer, and it's hard to get you up here. Coach Carlos and I are always talking about it, but you're always in the lineup.
Yeah, I have been as of late and pretty much all summer.
Yeah.
It's been kind of nice to get an off day here today, especially off day yesterday too. Give the body a good rest.
Yeah, how is the body feeling at this point of the summer?
You know, for me, it's been quite a bit because I'm getting older, man. 22 years old doesn't really sound too old, but you know, just playing baseball for so long and basically year round, it's kind of tough on me. So these off days are huge for me.
Lucas Shermer grounds one over the mound, but it's fielded at second, and he's thrown out 4-3. I saw there was a Kentucky Wesleyan player on the Team Philippines roster. Are you familiar with him?
No, I've actually never heard of Kentucky Wesleyan. Some of the guys asked me about that too, but not sure what division they are.
Yeah. These guys, I mean, this roster is players from all over the place. Do you know any of these Team Philippines guys?
I do not. Some of the guys on the team, though, said they recognize a couple names.
This one has popped up down the right field side. I'm sure it's
That's
the
down.
California guys, and that is a base hit, just fair, off the bat of Ortega. And he's, speaking of not getting a day off, Efren, another one of the Iron Men on this team. He's always in the lineup, and there's really no choice right now because he's kind of the only catcher on the roster now.
Yeah, it's kind of tough for him because, unfortunately, Ian Armstrong got hurt, had a little knee trouble. So he's been in the lineup basically every single day. But, you know, he struggled at the beginning of the summer, but now his bat's hot, and so you really can't take him out of the lineup either way, even if we did have another catcher. He'd be DHing or behind the dish.
And Carlos Gonzalez, head coach, was always kind of concerned about that, because you had to keep both of their bats in the lineup, Efren's and Ian's. But then you always have that worry, like if you need to change catchers or something like that, you know, then you're in trouble for the day. But the way this team has been rolling along, it hasn't really come back to bite them very much.
Yeah, and even first base too. I mean, we haven't had a true first baseman on the team until Matt came last night. So Ian was getting some reps over there. I've been playing over there a lot, but it's nice that Matthew Pinal came back up here. Former Goldpanner was here 2 years ago.
Yep.
Came up here, so now he's our first base guy, and we also have Jamie. Jamie was playing first base a couple days ago too. So
Pinal with an RBI single in his first at bat, just like that.
Just like old times.
The 1-2, and he's. I've tried to talk about him, but Alex, maybe you can give the listeners a better sort of scouting report on Matthew Pinal and what he brings to the table.
Yeah, he's a really good hitter, man. The guys were asking about him or talking to me about him because I was really the only one who knew him, and I was like, yeah, this guy rakes, man. He when he was up here a couple summers ago, he was one of the best hitters on the team, and even right out of BP, you can tell all the guys were like, whoa, this guy can hit.
and pitch as well too.
Yeah, he throws fuel on the bump too. I'm sure he'll eat up a couple innings here in the next 10, 15 days, however long we're here in Fairbanks.
And probably also in Wichita, too.
Yep. Oh, yeah, for sure.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Pinal right now with Van Verlo on deck. And, you know, it's crazy. The roster always changes no matter how you plan. It always looks much different come postseason tournament than it does at the beginning of the season. Here's a shot back to the mound, turning throw, and a double play. It was 1-6-3, and that's it here for the Goldpanners in the third. We'll head to the fourth. It's 3-1 Goldpanners. More with Goldpanner Alex Garcia when we return here to Growden Park.
Off the top of the fourth, third baseman Malachi Lopez.
Malachi Lopez to lead off for Team Philippines as we move to inning number 4 here at Growden Memorial Park. Lopez, Ethan Granillo, and Stefan Leo, 5, 6, and 7 spots in the Philippines batting order. Garo Von Dane here, joined by Goldpanner Alex Garcia, just chatting a little bit about whatever here with the team and stuff like that. And it's flying by again, Alex. I mean, you certainly have seen by now how quickly these seasons go, especially after the trip to Grand Forks. It just rolls through.
No, yeah, like when you come up here, you're like, oh, you look at the schedule.
Here's a high drive into left center field, tracked down by Shaq, one down.
You look at the schedule and you're like, oh man, this is a ton of games, and then you get halfway through and you're like, man, we only got 2 more weeks left here in Fairbanks in the tournament, then we're done. It's something I don't want to see. I mean, because I'm done playing after this summer, so I'm trying to make this summer last as long as I can.
Yeah, what are those emotions like as Granillo steps in here with 1 out, the base is empty?
You know, when I finished up my season at school, I knew I was coming up here and playing for the Goldpanners again here in the summer, and I wasn't too like upset about it or anything. But now that we're almost done here in the summer, I've kind of been thinking about it. It's unfortunate, you know. I obviously want to keep on playing and competing at whatever level, but you know, everything comes to an end, and I'm luckily getting an opportunity to go stay around the game and go coach at Butte College, where I played junior college at. So I'm excited about that and excited for that new chapter.
Ball and 2 strikes on Granillo, who walked his first time up. Yeah, and that's kind of a good transition, I would think, because you still get those competitive juices flowing. You still have that camaraderie thing going, being part of a gang, part of the team, and I think that is part of the toughest thing for guys, even major leaguers who retire, when they're suddenly out of that environment. You get out of the competitiveness, but also just that locker room environment and being on the road and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I'm going to miss too, is just like being a part of a team, you know, and road trips and hotel rooms and all that. It's like just hanging out before BP, during BP. It's awesome, man. There's nothing like it. Just hanging around a ballpark with the fellas. It's one special feeling. But yeah, I'm excited to go coach and get that perspective of the game, and we'll see how that goes.
3 balls and 2 strikes here on Granillo with 1 out, the base is empty. Stefan Leo on deck. Addison Walker working here in the 4th inning with the Goldpanners leading 3-1, and he strikes out Granillo. And Alex, just for the people who weren't tuning in last time, you're heading to Butte College, and of course you have connections there with head coach Farrow, and played there as well.
Yep. Yeah, wasn't really sure. I knew I was done playing baseball about halfway through my spring season, so I was really trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, you know. I mean, I've been playing baseball my entire life. Don't really know. Oh, base hit.
Here's a drive into the... Is it? No! Diaz! Wow!
What a catch. That a boy.
Oh, man. Diving catch, a web jam from Izzy Diaz. And Walker puts him down 1-2-3 again here in the 4th with a little bit of help from Izzy Diaz. It's 3-1 Panners. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Back here in the press box, high above the turf here, Growden Memorial Park. It was fun to fly over the field. I took a picture and posted it on Twitter a couple of nights ago. You get such a good view of Fairbanks when you fly in right over the field, and a lot of our favorite spots visible right out the left side window.
Oh, yeah.
Good to be here at the ballpark. That's been here since 1961. But looked a whole lot different back then. At least that's what they tell me. Crazy as it sounds, I wasn't around back then.
I actually saw, I was scrolling on YouTube the other night, and it was a video from 17 years ago about the Midnight Sun game, and they had these big grandstands up in the right where the beer garden is now, and I screenshot it and sent it to Carlos, and I was like, we need to get these grandstands back, because it was probably double the size of the grandstands out on the left side of the field.
They were big, as here's a high drive to center field, and that will be caught by the center fielder Rodriguez, and Vinny Venverlo is out number 1, and that brings up Garrett Davidson. New pitcher into the game, incidentally. It's Tyler Saleo, number 28, Tyler Saleo, as he will face Garrett Davidson now. One down in the 4th, 3-1 Goldpanner lead, and Goldpanner Alex Garcia joining me here in the press box. As we've been chatting on and off here the last couple innings on the air and off the air, but you know, the playing career winding down, but the coaching career coming up, and it's a good place to be, man. I mean, a lot of us old timers, you know, think back and be like, wow, it's a good spot to be, to know, to kind of have some play time right now, and but know that you have something lined up and waiting for you, and you're getting to coach baseball.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I was about halfway through my season, and I was kind of going through a midlife crisis. You know, I mean, I've been playing baseball my entire life. Was trying to play as long as I can, and the reality kind of hit me, and it was like, well, I can't play anymore. So what am I going to do now? And so I was talking to one of my buddies that I went to JUCO with just about coaching. And Coach Farrow happened to call him one day, and he had mentioned it to Farrow, and then Farrow called me and heard about it, and he was all amped up about it. So getting that opportunity to go down there and help coach out, so I'm very excited about that.
Anthony Farrow, former Goldpanner head coach, and head coach at Butte now for over 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He hopefully he's still enjoying it out there. I'm sure he is. I'm excited to love playing for him, and I'm even more excited to coach with him. It's gonna be quite the experience.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Davidson. He swings and misses for strike 3. That guy is high energy, man. Anthony Farrow. I don't know if he has a slowdown button.
No, yeah, 100%. He's going at 110% at all times of the day, and that's the thing I like about him too. He's a very high end guy, like you said, and he's always bringing up everyone's energy, and really taught me everything I know pretty much about baseball now, and really shaped the man I am today.
David Shackelford, the batter now for the Goldpanners, as it's quieted down after a long sort of inning and a half out of the gates. A lot of base runners, all 4 runs coming in that time period, but now not much activity at the plate. The offense, though, the last few games, though, Alex, starting to come around again after a little lull after the Grand Forks explosion.
It is, but hey, if any listeners are listening from the last time I said I was up here, I said the bats were gonna get hot in Grand Forks. Oh, it hit him.
Did that hit him, or did he dance out of the way of that?
Ice skating.
I guess he got out of the way.
But last time I was up here, I said the bats were gonna get hot in Grand Forks, and they did. It cooled down a little bit once we got back, like you said, but this last series, we really hit the ball well around the field.
I do want to get into Grand Forks a little bit. I'm not going to start that now with 2 outs, but I will set you up a little bit for that, because I want to talk about your experience that week and what it was like, and everything that was involved in that. But you talked about Farrow shaping who you are as a baseball player and as a man. As a 3-0 pitch here comes. And it's called a strike, but, it all starts at home, as they say, and you've had a good support system here.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, growing up, my dad both my parents were in my life, so I'm very thankful for that. And even all my basketball coaches, my football coaches, Even my baseball coaches too were all a huge factor in my life growing up, especially being from here in Alaska when the winters where it gets so dark and all the time. It's people get sad, people get depressed because it's dark 20 hours of the day and you're just sitting inside doing nothing. But I was thankfully always playing sports indoors or just doing something indoors to keep my mind off that. So it didn't really affect me too much, but I got my way through it.
2 outs, a runner at first base after the walk to Shackelford. Jamie Mullen, the DH batting here, struck out his first time up. What's your advice to the people who, everyone asks me that, like how do people survive the winter there?
Yeah, for me it was just not doing anything. Like I noticed from when I've been in college and I come back for Christmas break, when it's -40, you really can't do nothing. So, you're just sitting inside. And I can tell from, the 2 weeks I'm back for Christmas break, it's just, my energy's low. I have no energy to do anything. So,
ground ball to third. And the throw across the diamond is a little high, but it's fielded by Story, who steps on the bag for the final out. And that's it for the Goldpanners here in the fourth. A few more minutes with Alex Garcia when we come back. It's 3-1 Goldpanners after 4. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. It is still 3-1. It was that after the first, and now still 3-1 as we start inning number 5. Pitching change for the Goldpanners. That's all for Addison Walker. He completes 4 innings of work. And now makes way for Brent Godina. Brent Godina for the Goldpanners, a freshman from UC Riverside. 6'4", right-hander from Lockford, California. And he will face Stevenson, Rodriguez, and then the top of the order, Vasquez for Team Philippines, who had a 1-0 lead top of the first. Panners answered back with 3, and that's where we still are here in the 5th. Brent Godina, Alex, I thought he was going to get a few more at-bats as a two-way player, but it just hasn't worked out that way.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. He when he first got here, he was taking BP every day. Then Carlos cut him off, and then Sherm.
Backhander. Sherm gets it there. Pinal out of the turf.
Yeah, he was taking BP every day with us, and then Carlos cut him off one day, and then he actually took BP today. So I think he might get in there here soon.
All right, all right. Noah Rodriguez, the batter of the 9th spot. So, Alex, Grand Forks. We talked about the tournament before we went, and it's always a little different every year. no matter how you slice it. Just like every season is different from one another. You're doing the same thing in the same place, but it's an entirely different experience. What was your experience like this year?
Oh, it was awesome, man. I loved it. I was rooming with Izzy, Brent, and Sloan Barrett, who isn't here anymore, but those three guys were awesome to room with. I mean, we'd play the game, we'd go back, take a little nap, either go watch one of the other games, go sit up in that monster blue, I don't even know what they call it.
The blue monster?
The blue monster. And then head our way over to the pub afterwards. But, yeah, it was fun. I mean, except for the fact that we were eating McDonald's twice a day.
Rodriguez with a 1-ball, 2-strike count against Gadina. Yeah, it was. Were you there when Jarvis was arrested?
I was not.
Oh,
no,
man.
That sounds awesome.
Jarvis is free. We helped free Jarvis, so we did a good deed, I think. Oh man, that was a great time. But winning games and especially winning a championship, a lot of fun. But it's also a lot of fun when you're not at the field.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we during that tournament, I don't know, there's something different. We would just show up to the field knowing we were just going to roll this team and move on with it, and we did exactly that. And we only had maybe 1 or 2 games where we caught ourselves in a jam. I mean, that 15-inning game was something else, but we got through that and then ended up playing another game right after that and for the championship and ended up winning it.
That 15-inning game, Alex, have you ever been a part of a game like that?
I have not. I think I've only been a part of like a 11 or 12-inning game.
But just the emotional roller coaster and the seesaw battle that it was, I've seen and done long games and some with great finishes, great endings, but just the crazy amount of emotional swings in that game was unique to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, would they tie the game up in like the bottom of the 8th or something like that, and then we get to like the 13th, the 12th, and I mean, they score a run at some point, and then we're like, oh no, we got to get one across, and then Ian Armstrong hits a pump, and we're like, all right, we're gonna win this game. We go out, they answer back, and we're like, all right, now we need to answer back.
They go up by 2 in the 14th, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, when they go up 2, we're like, at that point, it was hot out there. I was like, oh man, I don't mind if we end this game right now. And then,
wow.
Ruben.
1-2 pitch called ball 2.
But yeah, I mean, and then I get on an air, or might have been a base hit. I don't really remember. I get on, and then we get a walk, and then Evan Robecki hits one over the fence.
Evan Rolbecki with
Ruben.
Oh, Evan departed. He's no longer with the team, but I shook his hand and told him, thanks for giving me a memory I'll never forget, man. What a finish.
Robecki has his shirt off. That was an awesome call. I was laughing at that all night.
That was crazy, but it was. I can't imagine how exhausted you guys were. I was completely spent. We went back to the hotel after that game, and I kind of talk about it in that newspaper article that came out today. But, I mean, Carlos was on the bed, glazed eyes, Coach Gonzalez. I was stunned, just sitting in a chair and thinking about, how are we going to do this again?
Yeah. Luckily, we had that 2-3 hour break in between, so got him picked.
Oh, Godina. Oh. Wow.
Might have got his hand in there. But yeah, we all went back. I went back and I took a nap right until we had to leave. I was beat. It was hot out there, and we had to play another game to win it all.
You guys were losing in that game for a while. In the middle of the game, did Coach have to say anything to spark the team, or did anybody do something? What was the catalyst there?
No one was really like head down or anything. Coach Carlos didn't really get on our heads about anything. We just kind of, I don't know. I just felt like we had this mentality that whole tournament where we just knew we were going to win, no matter if we were down or we were up. We were just all working together.
It did have that feeling right out of the gates, that first game, and then it just said, "Oh, all right, this is the Panners here in Grand Forks this year." And the reputation went around, but man, great to win that thing. My first time seeing the Goldpanners win that. I wasn't there, I didn't
first
make
time
the
as
trip
well.
the year that they won it under Miles Kaiser in 2019.
Yep.
But man, it was fun to cap it off. But just a fun time. That whole tournament and being in Grand Forks, such a cool town. At least it's a great town while we're there. I don't know about the rest of the year. I have no idea, but
that's probably the best time of year for those guys. I mean, it's dang near the whole city goes to the games, and it's a great environment to be around.
I tell people that it's kind of like Fairbanks with Solstice Weekend. Everybody who left comes back to town for that weekend.
Yep.
And everybody in Grand Forks comes back to town for the GFI.
Yeah.
Stolen base here as it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Promonto after it looked like Godina had struck out the previous batter a couple of times and then maybe even picked him off. But the inning continuing here with a 3-2 count. And a big pitch coming up here from Godina. And it's popped up left side and playable for Vinny Venverlo, and he makes the catch and out number 3. Alex, man, always a blast to talk to you. I'm sure we'll do it again.
I'll be up here one more time before the summer ends. It's been a pleasure, Garrow.
Definitely, always a pleasure. Alex Garcia, the Goldpanners, who lead it here 3-1 through half a ball game.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th, right fielder Izzy Diaz.
Garrow Von Dane back here at Growden, Goldpanners, on a comfortable, sunny night here in Fairbanks with clear skies. We're breathing free again. It was rough. Couldn't go exercise outside or do much of anything outside. I mean, we were still going out, but it's not like you can go for a run or a hike. Yeah, nothing that's going to work your lungs because it's like sucking on an exhaust pipe. Izzy Diaz leading off for Fairbanks, bottom of the 5th inning. Diaz in the top of the order, Clark and Shermer. Well, we had a bunch of runners and some runs in the first couple innings, but not much since then. The team Philippines picked up a run in the top of the first. Goldpanners with 3 in the bottom half of the inning, but pretty quiet since. And Goldpanners do not have a base hit since they had 3 in the first. They're now facing a new pitcher, the 4th of the game for Team Philippines, Kal-El Holguin. Kal-El Holguin, number 66. 2 balls and a strike to Diaz, who made a sensational diving catch in the 4th inning to end the 4th. Right fielder running towards center field, laying out. Here's the 3-1 to Diaz. Diaz on his way to first, and it's called a strike. Ruben Cabral behind home plate. Jeff, our bat boy, is leaving with Izzy's bat. He says, I need that. Yeah, I mentioned during that interview with Alex Garcia that Evan Rolbecki no longer with the team. He has departed, so the massive 15th inning walk-off home run in Grand Forks against the Seattle Studs will be a lasting memory for everybody on this team and associated with it. Coach Gonzalez already has some more players set to come into town. And here's the 3-2 delivery to Diaz. Up and in for ball 4.
Back to the top of the order.
Well, that was a lot of fun talking to Alex Garcia. Always great to talk to Alex. What I didn't ask him, and it was on purpose, was whether or not he would have a part with the Goldpanners in some fashion next summer. Well, yeah, it's his last year playing Bam Bam, but I wonder if there's a future for him as a coach. I'm not trying to take Carlos Gonzalez's job here. I think Carlos, if all goes well, as the runner takes off for second and gets there easily. Diaz with a stolen base. I mean, everybody hoping that Carlos Gonzalez is back next year. Let's not beat around the bush. But assistants come and go sometimes, and who knows? Maybe Alex Garcia could still be part of the Goldpanners after this year. Who knows? We'll see. Time will tell, as it always does. Eventually, just not when we want it. 2 balls and no strikes to the Coltrane, and he lifts this one high into center field. Rodriguez makes the catch. Diaz will tag from second and get to third. And Clark is out number 1. Brings up Lucas Shermer, who's 0 for 2 so far in the game. And what just happened? Oh, did they say Diaz left early on appeal? Oh boy, so Diaz is out. And Carlos Gonzalez comes out to argue. So Team Philippines appeals the tag up at second, and they win the appeal. So Diaz out. And just like that, 2 down and the base is empty. Instead of 1 out and a runner at third base, that's a huge call. So the appeal that Diaz left second base early and did not tag after the ball was caught or while it was caught. And saying that he left early and he is ruled out. And now Lucas Shermer batting with the bases empty and 2 down. If you missed that interview or any of it with Alex Garcia, remember these games are archived. You can go back after the broadcast and listen to it, as well as a whole bunch of cool interviews we've had this summer. Had that young lady from the Bureau of Land Management Fire Service on last week. That was fantastically educational and fun. Had some good interviews down in Grand Forks. Well, fans starting to get on the home plate umpire a little bit here. It's 2 balls and a strike to Shermer with 2 down. And the base is empty here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Smallish crowd tonight, surprisingly. And this one is hit through the left side. Oh, shame it would have brought in a run. If not for that call at second. But see if the Panners can do some more 2-out damage like they did back in the first. All 3 runs came in after the second out was recorded. And again, Kal-El Holguin is the latest pitcher for Team Philippines. Jamison Kuntz tuned in from Utah. Where are you at, man? Throw to first and the ball gets away. And jogging over to second base is Shermer. Hudson Story just dropped the baseball on the pickoff throw. Error allows Shermer to get to second. And here's Efren Ortega, 1 for 2 in the game. Just peeking at the YouTube chat. This is Jamison Kuntz watching from Utah. We were there at Salt Lake City for the Marshals tournament a year ago. Not this year. We're going to Wichita. Yanet Hurtado cheering on Matthew Pinal as well. And Lymoon Birch says Alaska was great in Grand Forks. Oh, were they ever? Dustin Nunez and Cole Puppet. YouTube chat's been a little on the quiet side lately. I don't know what's going on. Got to turn it up here for the stretch run. Where's Matt Snow? I haven't seen Matt Snow on here in a while. Matt Sandy, sorry. Jeez, Matt Sandy. Where'd I get Snow from? 3 balls and no strikes. Ortega trying to find his way on 2 with Matthew Pinal on deck. I'd like to see Matthew get a chance with 2 on. And the 3-0 is down low for ball 4. So, a couple of base runners here after 2 outs.
Coming to the plate, Matthew Pinal.
And here's Matthew Pinal. And now a visit from the mound, visit to the mound, and then infielders will gather with Gold at first and second and 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning at Growden Memorial Park here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Where else would you rather be in the summertime? It's not that hot tonight. It's only 65 degrees. And a lot of sun in the forecast through the weekend. And then look out, next week we've got some rain. Oh boy. All week long chance of rain. That's not fun at all. I mentioned last week we had seen our last 80-degree day, in my opinion, and I think I'm going to stick with that because whereas in a lot of the lower 48, you get to August, you get the hottest days of the year. Not here. It's already like transitioning to fall in August here. And so, Kal-El Holguin goes to work here against Matthew Pinal in his first game back in Fairbanks. Played for the team 2 years ago, two-way player. RBI single in the first inning, scored a run. Shipley hit ball to the mound last time up. And he bats here with 2 on and 2 outs. Curveball misses. It's 1-1 to Pinal. Right-hander Holguin against left-handed hitting Matthew Pinal. Air quality index today is 25. It was 189 a couple days ago. That's what the rain did for us. Strike is called on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Sunset will be at 12:12 a.m. Base hit into the gap in left. Pinal drives one all the way to the wall. Shermer scores. Ortega scores. A 2-run double for Matthew Pinal. What a game he's having in his first day back. Holy cow, Matthew Pinal. Welcome back to the Goldpanners. He has driven in 3 runs today and is 2 for 3 at the plate. The Panners do repeat with 2-out damage here in the 5th inning after doing so in the 1st. And the bullpen will speed up for Team Philippines. And now Vincent Venverlo takes a ball inside. Kal-El Holguin having trouble getting that last out of the inning. Sunset at 12:12 a.m. At the midnight Sun game, it was 12:40. The days are getting shorter. And sunrise will be at 3:40 a.m. Back at the Midnight Sun game, it was at just after 3. So yeah, every day we lose about 8 minutes of daylight. It happens fast here, and you notice it. Street lights come on, and if it gets cloudy, it's pretty dark late at night. And then at the end of this homestand, we will step into the blazing heat of Wichita, Kansas at Eck Stadium, home of the Wichita State Shockers. Not that kind of shocker, Burnley. Here's the 2-1. Lifted high into center field. Rodriguez coming in, and he is called off by the right fielder Leo, who makes the catch for out number 3. But the Panners score a couple of more and take a 5-1 lead after 5. Goldpanners now leading 5-1 as we start inning number 6 here at Growden. And a sunny, breezy night here at the ballpark. And there's a shot into right center field, a base hit off the bat of J.J. Fogfum Sintu. The leadoff single for J.J.'s second hit of the game. Out of the 3 spot brings up Hudson Story and then Malachi Lopez. Goldpanners score 2 more runs in the 5th inning. A 2-run double from Matthew Pinal, who was driven in 3 tonight in his 2025 Goldpanner debut. Brent Gadina, second inning of work from UC Riverside. Throw to first base, runner back safely. Swing and a miss. Gadina to Hudson Story, who's 0 for 2, and he'll throw over to first base. Been peeking at the swing and a miss. He strikes out Story. 1 down. Brings up Lopez, who's 0 for 2.
Coming to the plate, Malachi Lopez.
Periodically checking the YouTube chat and who's shouting out, and also sending out some greetings. Also like to send some to Matt Rodenberger down in California tuned in. Got people all over the world watching Goldpanners baseball. A lot of fun to hear where you're all watching from. Matt Rodenberger, who has a lot of family involved in Goldpanner operations. This one is popped up high to right field by Lopez. And Diaz is there to make the catch for out number 2. Team Philippines got a run in the first inning. But that's been it. And they have 3 base hits in the game, all singles, and 2 of them belong to the runner at first base, Fogfum Sintu. Ethan Granillo is 0 for 1 with a walk. Led off the second inning with a walk and was picked off. That one's popped up into the seats. Alex Garcia, when he was joining me, he mentioned those bleachers, those high bleachers that aren't here anymore. Those were right where the beer garden is now. There was a really tall set of bleachers that sat a lot of people. And it was like the ideal spot during the midnight sun game because you could watch the sun the whole time, slowly dipping right in front of you. But those bleachers were old and deteriorating, and the rust at the bottom of the poles looked like they could come crashing down at any point. And, of course, it was going to happen during a midnight sun game when they were completely overpacked with people, so those were removed before anything happened. And then that area now used as the beer garden, because state law says you have to have a cordoned off beer garden, unlike the old days when it was just all over the place. Swing and a miss. A couple of strikeouts for Gadina. Leadoff single, no damage done as he goes 1, 2, 3 after that. 5.5 done. Panners lead it 5-1.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth, Garrett Davidson.
Garrow Von Dane back here in Fairbanks on a sunny night. Goldpanners leading 5-1 in game one with Team Philippines. Head coach is Will Pickett's. And using a lot of arms tonight, the fifth one comes into the game. It's number 10, Stefano Gonzalez. He's listed as 33 on the roster, but tonight he's wearing number 10. We did not have a 10 on the roster. But we got that squared away, and it's the right-hander, 6-foot sophomore from L.A. Pierce, Stefano Gonzalez. And he is working here in the bottom of the sixth to Davidson, Shackelford, and Mullen. Davidson 1 for 2 in the game with a double. Well, thanks for the kind words, Cole Puppet, on the YouTube chat. Appreciate it. Don't worry about the name misspelling, that's fine. I've had a lifetime of that.
This is Garrett's full legal name. This is his social security number.
And thank you, Chris Gonzalez. Appreciate all of you tuned in on PannerVision all the time. Spending parts of your evening with us. It means a lot to us. 3 balls and a strike here on Davidson. Hopefully I'll be here for the game tomorrow if all goes well on the trip, flying down to Anchorage in the morning and driving back. Oh, and this ball is crushed to right. Garrett Davidson nukes one over the right field fence with plenty of distance to spare. Davidson with a lead-off jack here in the 6th inning off the new pitcher Gonzalez. Wow. And just like the home run he hit a few nights ago, that one got out in a hurry, just had more arc on it.
At the plate, David Shackelford.
Brings up Shackelford. Goldpanners been hitting more home runs lately, too. Started off really slow this summer, as you recall. And it's 6-1. Goldpanners in front, out hitting Team Philippines 7-3. Shackelford looking for his first hit of the game, 0 for 1 with a walk. Shaq batting .306 on the year. Grounds this one to second, and Vasquez can't pick it up. He stopped it with his glove, but then just couldn't pick the baseball up. So Shaq reaches on the E4, charged to Nomar Vasquez.
Jamie Mullen.
And here's Jamie Mullen, who's 0 for 2 in the game. And everybody dances. Ball and no strikes. With Diaz on deck, a runner at first base. And still nobody out here in the 6th inning. Against the 5th pitcher of the game for Team Philippines, Stefano Gonzalez. Strike called. on a 3-0 pitch. Jamie Mullen, strikeout, and grounded out to third in the 4th inning. He's got a big bat, and he grounds this one towards short. It's the third baseman, Lopez, throwing out Mullen 5-3. Over to second goes Shaq. And brings up
Coming to the plate, Izzy Diaz.
Izzy Diaz. Diaz 0 for 1 with a walk and a sensational diving catch in the outfield. And it's grounded to short. They'll throw to third and tag out the runner, Shackelford. Well, that goes 6-5 on the putout. Fielder's choice for Diaz, who reaches first. And we go to the top of the order for Cole Clark. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Scored that first run for the Goldpanners back in the first. Bottom of the 6th inning here at Growden. And this one is lined right at the first baseman, Story, who makes the catch without having to move. He was only there because he was holding the runner at first. Tough break for Clark, and that's at the final out for the Goldpanners here in the 6th, but they add a run on the solo home run from Garrett Davidson. 6-1 Goldpanners. Probably wouldn't be bad. You know, these guys are looking for new schools. Well, I don't know if he is specifically, but most of these guys are. Yeah.
Hitting off the top of the 7th, Stephon Leo.
A lot of confusion up here. A lot of confusion up here right now. Come on, Bam Bam. You're the guy that's supposed to keep me in line here and keep the ship running smooth. Goldpanners and Team Philippines reach the 7th inning. Stephen Leo, Owen Stevenson, Noah Rodriguez do up here against Brent Gadina. He lifts this one high and into the Philippines bullpen. Almost hits somebody, but caroms back onto the field. I was looking for Brent Gadina's stats. And the reason they're not accurate is because he's worn 2 different numbers this year. And the program has great difficulty marrying the 2. So if you've been looking for his stats on there, that's what's happening. Swing and a miss. And Leo strikes out here against Gadina.
Coming to the plate, Owen Stevenson.
Brent now, 4 strikeouts through 2 1/3. The Goldpanner starter, Addison Walker, pitched 4 innings and struck out 6 while allowing just 1 run. That was on only 2 base hits. Swing and a miss. Walker walked the first batter of the game, Nomar Vasquez, who then went to second on a wild pitch, third on a balk, and then scored on a base hit from Fagfum Sintu. And that's been it for Team Philippines. Just 2 hits since that RBI single from Fagfum Sintu. Godina blows it right by Stevenson. Back-to-back strikeouts and 3 in a row now for Godina, the hard-throwing right-hander from UC Riverside.
Coming to the plate.
And here's Noah Rodriguez, 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Had a great visit from Goldpanner. What do you call him? Goldpanner everywhere player Alex Garcia earlier in the broadcast. If you missed that, catch that on the archive version. Always fun talking with Alex and informative. 6-1 Goldpanners here in the top of the 7th. And get your kazoos ready. You know what's coming. Well, if you're watching on the Team Philippines side of things, maybe you don't know what's coming. But stick around for the 7th inning stretch. I'll just tell you that. Fouled out of play by Rodriguez.
By Foundation Health Partners, Orthopedic and Spine.
Sophomore from Fullerton College. Got a call from former Goldpanner coach Ken Hoguff earlier today. Ken was the pitching coach in 2014. Keep in touch with Ken, and he coached in the ABL for a while after his Panner stint. He was the field manager for the Anchorage Bucks for a few years. Retired, and then they pulled him out of retirement to coach again. He's not coaching right now. He's waiting for that right offer, as they say. But always fun to talk to Hokie. Rodriguez takes inside for ball 4 on a payoff pitch. And there's a stretch of 3 straight strikeouts and 5 straight retired by the right-hander Brent Godina.
Nomar Vasquez.
And we go to the top of the order for Nomar Vasquez, who's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks, and like I said, scored that lone Philippines run back in the first. .6:30 again tomorrow night between these two. And we only have a week and a half left here. It's crazy. I'm starting to panic, Burnley. I'm starting. Tomorrow it's Golden Valley Electric Night and then Summit Coffee. Ground ball to third. That's it for Team Philippines here. The top of the 7th. It's stretch time here at Growden. Time to get happy.
Oh, look at that. Middle of the 7th. At a Panthers game, you know what that means. Time to get out of your seat. Play your kazoo. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
Walking on the street on a sunny day. Feeling in my bones as I have my way. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Always is good when things are going your way. Hey, hey. My little dog Spot got hit by a car. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer.
the seventh inning stretch brought to you by Olympia Chevrolet of Fairbanks. All right, pull out your 50-50 tickets. Your chance to go home with an extra $160 in your pocket.
Goldpanners leading 6-1 as we start the bottom of the seventh inning. And Happy Boy dazzles the crowd here in Fairbanks at the seventh inning stretch. And this ball is smashed to left center. It's carrying, and it's tracked down on a nice play by Noah Rodriguez, robbing Shermer of perhaps extra bases.
Ortega.
Hard hit ball, but Rodriguez able to catch up to it, make a nice catch. One down for Efren Ortega. And that one is popped up, foul territory, and it gets out of play into the beer garden. Efren Ortega, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Ball and a strike from Stefano Gonzalez. Ortega started the day batting .324. "16 walks to just 8 strikeouts for Ortega." That ball is ripped down the left field line. A fair ball by Ortega. He's on his way to second base, and he will get there with a stand-up double with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Second hit of the game for Efren, as Hunter Beck starts to throw in the bullpen.
At the plate, Matthew Pinal.
The right-hander for the Goldpanners. Panners start the day with a very impressive record of 20 wins and just 5 losses. Just 1 loss since June 20th. And it was a big comeback in the 9th inning that sent the Goldpanners to their 1 defeat over that stretch. Panners led it 4-2 in the 9th. The Pro-Am All-Stars scored 3. Vinny Venverlo. One for 3. An RBI triple back in the first inning. Panners scored 3 in the first. And that would be it until the 5th when they picked up 2 more. And then a solo home run for Davidson in the 6th inning made it 6-1. Davidson now out of the game. Owen Mealy has replaced him. And Mealy is on deck. Here's the 2-0. And the strike is called. Van Verlo batting .273 coming in. And it's fouled off. Been sending some hellos out tonight. And should also send a special shout out to one of, if not the most loyal Panner followers on the planet, and our old friend Terry. Terry down in Anchorage. Always watching Goldpanners baseball. Grew up here in Fairbanks, going to every game. This one has popped up into foul territory. Story will make the catch for out number 3. Panners, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Hope you're enjoying Goldpanners baseball, Terry, and all of you in PannerVision world. We're heading to the 8th. 6-1, good guys.
Leading off the top of the 8th, Tyler Promonto.
Golden Days. We're talking about Golden Days coming up here. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. That's the other big summer festival celebration aside from, or in addition to the Solstice Festival and weekend. Hunter Beck is in the game for the Goldpanners. The right-hander becomes the 3rd pitcher of the night for Fairbanks. Hunter Beck, freshman from Allen Hancock out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Beck facing Tyler Promonto, then J.J. Fogg from Sintu, and Hudson Story. 2, 3, and 4 spots for Team Philippines in the batting order tonight here in Game 1 of 6. Panners have held Team Philippines to just 3 base hits, all singles, 2 of them by Fogg from Sintu. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Promonto is 0 for 3 in the game. And a right-hander throwing in the pen for Philippines. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And he gets him to swing and miss at that one. Fastball inside. Beck strikes out Promonto, who's now 0 for 4.
Coming to the plate, JJ.
And here's J.J. Fogg from Sintu, who is 2 for 3. Has 2 of those 3 hits for the night for Team Philippines. There's an RBI and a stolen base. So good game for J.J., who wears number 1. 5'8" freshman from L.A. Pierce. And again, if you're looking for that roster, I posted it on Twitter after Todd Clark asked me to do so, which I appreciate. I want to know what you guys are looking for out there and how I can help. Two balls and no strikes from Beck to Fogfum Sintu with Story on deck. And he breaks that one back over the plate. Just changes directions in midair. The 2-1. Gets the inside corner. It's 2-2. Will he come inside again? Try to find that corner. Here's the 2-2 from Beck. That time he goes outside and misses that corner. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Fogfum Sintu. 1 out, nobody on. After Godina goes 3 scoreless. Off just 1 base hit. This one is grounded short. 6-3. 2 down for Hudson Story. Godina 3 innings, no runs on 1 hit. Walked 2, struck out 5. Hudson Story. He's 6'2" sophomore from L.A. Mission. Batting here with 2 outs and nobody on against the low delivery of Hunter Beck. Grounded right side. Fielded by Penal, who steps on the bag. And Beck puts him down 1, 2, 3 here in the 8th. 6-1, Goldpanners lead it.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th, number 25, Owen Bailey.
Owen Mealy leads off for the Goldpanners. Came in defensively to replace Garrett Davidson in the 7th. And now gets his first at bat. Pretty good night for Garrett. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And now Mealy for Fairbanks. Freshman from Cal Poly out of Thousand Oaks, California. The 1-0. Takes a strike, it's 1-1. Owen batting .231 this year. Only 26 at bats. That one's in the turf. So the Panners now without Robecki, who played a lot in the outfield. Today the outfield started with Davidson, Shackelford, and Diaz. Now it's Shackelford with Mealy and Friedberg. And here's a ground ball through the right side, a base hit for Mealy.
Coming to the plate, David Shackelford.
Nine hits for the Goldpanners. Let's see what Shaq can do now with the runner at first. Panners with this 6-1 lead here in the 8th inning. Ball gets away from the catcher Granillo, but staying put at first is Mealy. Panners in command here today. Allowed just 3 hits. Panner pitching has been so good this year, so consistent. Staff ERA of 3.72. Here's the 2-0 from the new pitcher Dylan Adams. He's the 6th pitcher in the game for Team Philippines. Dylan Adams, 5'10", right-handed freshman from L.A. Pierce. Facing David Shackelford from La Habra, California. Runner takes off for second and gets there. The throw is way high. We're backing up the Fagfum Sintu to keep that ball from going into center field. Stolen base for Mealy. And Shaq has a 3-ball, 1-strike count against Adams. Jamie Mullen is on deck for Fairbanks. That one is chopped foul left side. Dave Dawson over there coaching at third out of Arkansas Tech. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Shaq. Reached on an error his last time up. The payoff pitch from Adams. Breaking ball hit high and deep to center field. Going back is Rodriguez, and he will make the catch. Runner will tag from second and head to third.
Coming to the plate, Jamie Mullen.
There's Jamie Mullen, 0 for 3 so far tonight. Just a few wispy clouds in the air. I don't think the rain put those fires completely out by any means, but certainly helped. Oh, yeah, we're not seeing the plumes rising up past the right center field fence where the first nearby fire began on June 19th. Here's a high drive to deep center field, and again, really far out there, but the catch is made in front of the track, and Mealy will tag from third and score. So an RBI sac fly
Now batting,
for
number 5,
Jamie
Hunter
Mullen.
Friedberg.
And here's Hunter Friedberg with now 2 down. Nice to see this Goldpanner offense coming alive again here. After a little lull post Grand Forks. Team batting average up to 275. One and 0 on Friedberg. Base is empty now with 2 down. And here's the 1-0 from Adams. Takes ball 2. Two-0 delivery is way outside, 3-0. Friedberg will take a strike. Still has a hitter's count here in the 9 spot. His first at bat, replacing Diaz. Izzy ends up with 0 for 2 day. And it's ball 4.
Back to the top of the lineup, Cole Clark.
Top of the order for Cole Clark. 0 for 3 today. Walked and scored a run. The first Goldpanner run back in the first inning. Cole from UC Irvine. Looking for his first base hit of the night. 7-1 Goldpanners. Add a run here in the 8th inning. And now Hunter Friedberg draws a 2-out walk.
Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
And it's outside for ball. I don't know where that soundbite's from. Oh, it is? I've never seen that show, The Office. Everyone freaking out right now. I've never seen The Office. I don't watch much TV. I got rid of cable like a decade ago, so. Runner takes off for second, and the throw is on the money. Wow. And that takes care of Friedberg. And the Goldpanners here in the 8th, but they add a run and lead it 7-1. Last chance for Team Philippines when we come back here in Game 1 of the 6-game series. Hunter Beck out to finish this one off for the Goldpanners, and the first pitch is grounded to second off the bat of Malachi Lopez. 0 for 4 night for Malachi on the 4-3 ground out here in the 9th inning. Garo Von Dane here at Growden as the Panners try to wrap up this first meeting between them and the visiting California team of Filipino descent. Ethan Granillo, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts and a walk in the game. Just 3 hits for Team Philippines today, 2 for 5 from Sintu. And the other base hit was a single for Owen Stevenson back in the 2nd inning. Ethan Granillo with a 1-strike count against Beck. Beck has retired all 4 batters that he has faced so far in this outing. Addison Walker, 4 innings, just 1 run in the start. Brent Cadena, 3 beautiful innings, no runs, 1 hit. And now Hunter Beck, inning and a third. Perfect. The 2-1. Oh, to strike, it's 2-2. Catches that outside corner on Granillo. Stephen Leo on deck. Is the Team Philippines running out of time here. Long shadows across the field here at Growden. The sun off to our left in the north. Slider, swing and a miss. Granillo strikes out. 5 straight put down by Hunter Beck.
Coming to the plate, Stefan Leo.
The last hope for Team Philippines. Remember, if you missed our interview with Alex Garcia earlier in the game, you can catch that after this one wraps up. Go back and listen to that. He joined me beginning in the 3rd inning. And our next broadcast will be tomorrow night at 6:30. Same 2 teams, same time. This one started a little bit late, 6:38. Yeah, we had some technical issues around game time. We had no internet. Internet was completely out here at the ballpark. 2 balls and a strike on Stephen Leo, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And was robbed in right center field by an amazing diving catch by Goldpanner right fielder Izzy Diaz in the 4th inning. And it's 3-1. The crowd giving it to Ruben Cabral behind home plate. The 3-1, call it a strike, it's 3-2. Hunter Beck, 1 strike away from finishing off Team Philippines. The 3-2 has popped out of play.
That's how ball runs away. Boyles, next ball.
Payoff pitch from Beck. Get some swinging. Hunter Beck, 6 up and 6 down. As the Panners finish off the Philippines by a final score of 7-1. All Panners tonight as they out-hit Team Philippines 9-3. And another clean defensive game with no errors for the Goldpanners. 2 for Philippines. And they win it 7-1. Thank you so much for joining us for Goldpanners Baseball here on PannerVision as we begin this 6-game set with the Philippines. For our friend Kari on scoreboard, Raleigh Johnson on public address, Bam Bam Burnley, and Chris Carlson on engineering and controls. I am Garo Von Dane, bidding you a wonderful evening, rest of your evening. The Goldpanners defeat Team Philippines 7-1. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Have a great night.